I'm gonna be at an event when Tennessee plays Georgia. Yeah. And it's a really good event too. I'm pissed. There we are. What's up? Hey, I see Eric. What's up, my man? Thanks for getting on here. Welcome to the morning grind. It is Thursday. It is Friday Eve. Everybody loves Fridays. If you're on here, I'm going to ask you to do 3 things before we get started. I'm going to ask you to like, comment, and share the stream. Larima, good morning. Thanks for getting on here. I'm going to do the same. Before I tell you guys to do it, I'm going to do it myself. All right? And boom, there we go. It's done. It took 5 seconds. It's going to take 5 seconds for you too if you do it. So just do me a favor, like, comment, and share the stream. Every single morning grind we start the morning off by doing one thing. Having 60 seconds of gratitude. We take a minute out of our show to be thankful for something because it's impossible to be negative and positive at the same time. So why not force ourselves? Let's just force ourselves to become positive. So, Austin, what are you thankful for this morning?
I'm thankful I got a great night of some rest last night. I woke up feeling great this morning.
Hell yeah. I know you didn't get much rest last night, did you? He's thankful for a good night's sleep.
Yes.
I am too. What are you thankful for, Cam?
Man, I'm thankful for this egg and cheese McMuffin.
Is that from McDonald's?
No, it's from I don't know what brand it is.
Oh.
It's from the freezer.
This is from the freezer. All right. He's thankful for that food. I'm thankful. Tomorrow I'm going to play golf with a few buddies. It's our high school baseball golf tournament, and I'm thankful I'm able to, first off, play in it, and I'm also thankful I'm going to be able to spend some time with some fellow teammates from the baseball team. So yeah, that's what I'm thankful for. Like I said, we do that because we want to force ourselves to be thankful, force ourselves to be positive. So if you're on here, like I said, like, comment, and share the stream. What I'm talking about this morning is, where is your attention going? You need to learn how to pay attention to what you're paying attention to. Does that make sense? Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? You got to pay attention to what you're paying attention to, right? So what I mean by this is, I feel like a lot of people these days, especially in the new day and age, they're not paying attention to the things that are important, right? And, what's important? A lot of people have a lot of different outlooks on what's important to you, what's important to the average human being. Well, what's important to me is money, relationships, self-development, becoming a superhero version of myself, right? So let's start off by going into the money. Everybody likes to talk about money. This one we're going to talk a little bit about it. So money, what's important? Why is money so important to the average person? If you had to say one thing, like, why is money important to a human being?
It helps you pay your bills.
Helps you pay your bills. Helps you what?
You can do nothing. I mean, you need money
You
to live.
you need money to live.
Every day.
Amanda, good morning, GTT team. Looking forward to the boot camp in November. Excited to see everyone, and we are excited to see you too, Amanda. You and Angel. We're excited to see everybody that day. We've actually, I think we've sold out. If we haven't sold out, we've only got like maybe 1 or 2 seats. I mean, we are going to be jam-packed. It's going to be a hell of a time. I'm going to interrupt the show real quick to give a little bit of a plug. November 10th, GTT Boot Camp. We're going to be talking about 3 main things. First off, how you generate leads. Second off, how you account for those leads. And what does your sales process look like? If you're somebody that's an entrepreneur, you need to know those things. Those are big things in order to success and make more money. Everybody needs to make more money. It's a big thing. Like you said, you can't pay your bills, and without money, you can do nothing. And so you need to pay attention to this. Now, a lot of people don't even know how much money they've made in the year so far. Do you know how much money you've made this year so far? Yeah. Exactly to the dollar?
Pretty close.
Not
to the dollar.
Man, you need to know it to the dollar. Do you know how much money you've made so far this year to the dollar?
No.
Man, that's something you need to pay attention to. And this is something that I had no idea. I didn't know how powerful this was until I started taking account for, the things that I was doing. Like, I track every single day. I track what I do. You track what you do. it's so important to track these things because where your attention goes, it will improve, right? So you need to know how much money you've made this year. You need to know what you did to make that money. Do you know what you did to make the money you've made so far? Mm-hmm. Good. Do you know what you've done to make the money you've made so far?
Yes.
Good. You need to know what you're doing. First off, you need to know, how did I get put in that situation? What did I do in order to accumulate that money? And second off, how can I double it? Right? How can I make that number that I've made and turn it into times 2, right? So as an entrepreneur, it's pretty easy. Very simple. Everybody tries to complicate things. Everybody tries to make things harder. Hell, I'm a victim. The reason I'm saying this because I'm a victim of it. I try to make things hard sometimes. But I'm trying to get a lot more logic whenever it comes to this. And it comes down to this. What did you do to make that money? Just do it again. Do it better. And do it more. Do it more often. So however many phone calls I made to make that money, double that amount of phone calls, money's going to double. Simple, right? So money, all right? What's the next thing? What's the next most important thing? Relationships. All right, relationships are a big thing. Your friends, your parents, your buddies, your sisters, whatever it is, the people that you're close with, you have to pay attention. First off, pay attention to what you're paying attention to, and if you are paying attention to those things, make sure in relationships, the people that you know, you're taking good care of those people. You're nurturing those relationships, right? Like your family. Everybody has a family. You came from somebody, whether you're close with them or not. Maybe you had an adopted family. You need to take care of those people. Make sure that whenever it comes down to it, they know what you're doing. They know what your goals are. They know what you're trying to accomplish, and really have a meaningful relationship. I'm a victim. I'm talking about this because I'm a victim of it. I don't have enough friends. I don't have enough buddies I can just call up and be like, hey, man, let's hang out. Or, hey, man, I need your help. Or, hey, man, let's go do this. I need you to help me out real quick. I don't have enough buddies. Do you have buddies? Do you have a good, group of guys, a good circle?
Pretty solid.
Pretty solid. What about you?
Not enough.
Not enough.
At all. Not like it used to be.
Not like it used to be, exactly. Everybody could have a little bit more friends. And here's a big thing. Friends, opportunity comes from the friends that you have, right? The reason I wanted to become a realtor in the first place was from a friend. I saw one of my friend's dads doing it, and I was like, well, shit, that looks cool. I want to do it too, And I never would have been exposed to that if I wouldn't have had that buddy, right? If let's just say your friend has another friend that's a really rich person and they could have the potential to be a big client for you, you would never have that access to that person if you never made that friend. Right? So friends, family, connections, it doesn't matter who it is, it doesn't matter how you get these people. Friends and relationships, the more hands you shake, the more money you make. Exactly right. It's cliche as it sounds. It's extremely true. So, all right, there we go. We're paying attention to money, paying attention to friends, and then what was the next thing? Do you remember?
I do not.
Do you remember?
I know.
Money, friends, obviously family. That's a big thing, and self-development. All right, self-development is. I was talking about this morning on my show. Hey, I'm going to give my show a little plug. I go live on my Facebook every morning. Josh Harrell is my name at 7:30. It's called Start Your Morning With Me. I was talking about it this morning on the show. Self-development, whether you work a 9-to-5 job or whether you're a student, whether you're an entrepreneur, it doesn't matter what you are. Self-development should be crucial, right? It doesn't matter. I mean, you could be working in a factory. Self-development is a big thing. And the reason why self-development is so big is because it's the development of you, self, a human being. If you're somebody that, it believes in becoming a better person, if you're somebody that believes, maybe whether it's a better father, whether it's a better son, whether it's a better employee, it doesn't matter what it is. Self-development is crucial, right? So, what are ways that you can develop yourself? Role playing, practicing, whatever it is you do. If you're an athlete, practicing, if you're a basketball player, shooting free throws, whatever. I mean, as dumb as that sounds, it's the smaller things. How do you self-develop? You do something every morning that I see.
Reading a book.
reading a book, writing your goals down. Reading a book is really where I was getting at. Reading, nobody likes to read. I don't like to read. If you're anything like me, you don't like to read. Reading takes up it takes a lot of time in order for me to understand. If I look at a page full of words, the first thing that goes on my mind is like, oh, man, this shit's confusing. I don't want to do this, right? Well, reading is crucial. I've got Austin reading a book every single morning because I know how important it is to, first off, obtain information, and second off, it makes you sharper whenever you're talking. Whenever you're talking, let's just say you're talking to somebody that reads a book every single morning like you do. You have something in common with that person. Their vocabulary, their words, the way they talk is going to be very similar to yours because you guys have something in common. You read. You're trying to fill your brain up with knowledge, right? So that's a very, very important thing. So reading, training, whatever it is, you're practicing, whatever you're doing. For us as realtors, we role play situations. Another thing that I would say is big is, obviously, training, but sales training. That's a big thing that we do for self-development. Going to events. I try to go to, every other month I try to go to an event. Some sort of personal development event. The last one I went to was Coach Burt's. What was it? Monster Nation. I try to go every other month. I want to go to an event that, big time people are there. People that have accomplished a lot of things are at that. Because I believe this, okay? It's probably not a lot of people would believe this. Not a lot of people will agree with it. But if I see somebody performing at a high level, like Brad Lee, like Coach Burt, like Tommy, like these big-time hitters, I'm not questioning what they do. I'm just doing it anyway. If they tell me to do something, if they're performing at a level that I want to go to, and they tell me, look, Josh, dude, you need to do this. In order for you to make it to the next level, you need to do this. I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to challenge it. I'm just going to do it because I know one thing, that they've done it before, and the fact that they've done it and they have proven it to be right means it's probably going to be right for me. Even if it's not, there's got to be some sort of good that comes out of it, right? So, what are some things that if you look at, let's just say, Noah, he's a guy that you look up to. He would be your mentor. What are some things that he's got you doing right now that's you're kind of just like, well, I don't know if I should do it, but you're doing it anyway?
Social media.
Social media.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Something that, I still struggle with, but I've definitely gotten a lot better. And it's just he, presses on it. And I understand the importance of it.
You understand the importance of it. Well, why is it so important?
Because it helps you get known.
Helps you get known.
People know what you do.
Exactly.
But it also helps people, see your personal side. Just see who you are.
Exactly right. You gotta, and whenever he told you that, he said, I heard him say, like, hey, you need to make a post today, or do this, or do that. You're probably sitting there thinking in your mind, like, bro, why? Like, why do I got to do that? That's so annoying. Like, whenever you get your license, I'm going to be the exact same way on you. Like, hey, man, you got to do this. And you're probably, the first thought is like, I remember my first thoughts whenever somebody tells me to do something I don't want to do. It's like, dude, I don't have to do that. In order for me to make it, I don't have to do that, right? But it's actually the opposite. In order for you to make it, you got to do these things. And you can't, object to it. You can't challenge it. If you do, unfortunately, that next level, you're just not worthy enough for that next level, right? Social media is a big thing. A lot of people try to neglect social media because they think it's stupid, right? Like this right here. Hey, what we're on right now, social media. A lot of people are scared to do it, first off. I remember I was scared to do it. Whenever I first started, I was like, man, I shouldn't post this video. I didn't have the right angle. Or my hair was messed up in that video. Man, it doesn't matter. Just post it anyway. Just do it. Just post it. Even if it sucks, just post it anyway, right? And so there's a lot to learn whenever it comes to that. So what are you paying attention to? You put your attention on these three things. Would you remember the three things?
Yeah, money, relationships, and then self-development.
Money, relationships, self-development. If you get to a point where you're making so much money that you just don't even need any, like you don't know what to do with it, throw it off to somebody that needs it more than you do. You know what I mean? Be a giver. Be somebody that's willing to give. Hey, Brad Lee actually talked about that in a video pretty recently. He was like, hey, get the people to hold their cups out and just put money in their cups, So pay attention. What are you paying attention to? Pay attention to the things that are important in life. And I tried to break it down to make it pretty easy for you. And it goes like this: money, relationships, and self-development. Are you trying to develop yourself? Are you trying to become better at whatever it is that you're doing? Are you taking care of your relationships with the people that you know and the people that you love? And are you trying to make more money? Is money important to you? If it's not, obviously it should be, because you need money to live. Unfortunately, we live in a world where money is important. So, guys, thank you so much if you're on here. I really appreciate it. Like, comment, and share the stream. We will see you guys tomorrow, 8:29. The morning grind. Again, like I said, like, comment, and share the stream. Nobody is going to get anything out of this unless you share it. So please do that. And Van, shut us down.